it up. Love Glutton, good to have you. Okay, let's see. Do we have YouTube? Hello, YouTube. We are live. Okay. Just in case the old intro got cut off and this is a new VOD, we're going to do everything over again. And I'm going to reintroduce you to what we are doing today. So we are playing a game that I got invited to play on Keymailer called Tsukuyomi, the Divine Hunter. The interesting thing about this game, that I've heard of this game before, is it's created by an artist who's been in the industry since the late 80s, starting off working on Megami Tensei and games like that. Well known for his designs in demons and religious designs, drawing from a wide range of inspiration. So mythology, religion, ancient civilizations, all this stuff. If you've seen Megami Tensei, Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner, Persona, anything like that, you've probably seen Kazuma Kaneko's designs. And he's got a very distinctive design, especially for human characters and religious characters and things like that. Well, he left Atlus. Atlus is the company behind a lot of those games, to pursue mobile development. And he created this game, which has some controversies around it for a couple of reasons. Probably the biggest one is this game uses generative AI. Now, it doesn't use it in the whole game. It uses it in a targeted way. Basically, they have what they call an AI Kaneko, where they took this artist and they had him specifically train this AI to generate works in his style. And what the game does, it's a card collecting game. At certain points, you can have a card generated that is a new card built by the AI that's supposed to keep the game, obviously replayable. So that in and of itself is a controversy. Apparently, the AI Kaneko has been responsible for creating designs that look like Elsa and Superman and things like that. So there's a lot of controversy around, did they actually only train this on Kaneko's works, or was there a larger training database that was stealing from other things? So anytime you're getting into generative AI, of course, there is controversy with that in gaming. And you probably know me, I am not a fan of generative AI for creative use. I don't think it should be replacing people. I don't think we should be encouraging creative works that are made by machines. But if it's going to happen, I think my questions are, what's the most ethical way that it happens? So the fact that they're at least paying lip service to it being trained by a paid artist who consented to their art being incorporated. We'll be able to see to what extent that looks like that's come true. Is it doing something a human can't do? A lot of this is human design. There are characters created by Kaneko that are for the game, and then they've built a sandbox sort of for the AI to play in. So basically, the AI does one function that it does iteratively in a way that would be prohibitive to have a human continue development over this amount of iterations. So we're going to take a look at all of that. It's also a mobile game. It is free to play with microtransactions, which I'm also not a fan of. I would have preferred I pay $5 or $10. I don't even care if you give me a DLC pack. Honestly, I don't know why. I would rather pay for a DLC pack than microtransaction for a gacha type thing. So we're going into this with some strengths, and we're going into this with some weaknesses, some things that I really don't like seeing in the gaming world. So we're going to check it out. The game, like I said, it is free to play on Steam, so I'm going to play the normal Steam release, and then I got invited to play early access for a new campaign or new characters, something like that. So we'll play a little bit with the Steam release because that has the full tutorial and everything. And then, depending how things go, I may load up Keymailer and activate my key, and we'll see some of the early access stuff and kind of see the direction that's going. But that said, welcome in, everybody. Settle in. We're here together. Feel free to put your thoughts in the comments, and let's see what we think of this game, Tsukuyomi, the Divine Hunter. Also, if there was anybody that I missed saying hello to, hello now. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. From this point forward, prepare to die countless deaths. So this is a roguelike game, so you are intended to go into a run, probably lose it, get permanent upgrades, go back into it, and that's part of where the gacha comes in, is the cards you can get are apparently permanent upgrades to the game. I'm told that's like Slay the Spire. I've never played Slay the Spire, but I know it's a very popular and well-renowned game. Struggle and resist all you like. You will still fall countless times along the way. Are you prepared for that? Very well. Then let us begin a new tale. Jinma. Otherworldly beings lurking in the shadows, unseen by human eyes. From time to time, they bring calamity. However, there are those of us who work in the shadows to keep the world safe. They are the Tsukuyomi. They hunt and fell Jinma, using Jinma of their own. And so this is where we're kind of like... This is basically a Shin Megami Tensei game. Just replace Jinma with demons, and it's the exact same concept. And you'll even see they have a lot of the same ones. Like, Shin Megami Tensei 5 has Finn McCool, but spelled, like, in the Gaelic way. And then this game has Finn McCool, but spelled in, like, the Americanized way. But they're... Now, of course, you know, that is a culturally significant character. They can't lay copyright to it, but it is basically redoing what Shin Megami Tensei already did. Good lord, it got louder, I know. About to turn my own headphones and the desktop audio down. And tonight, the Tsukuyomi's struggle begins anew. Ready for battle. It's a Jinma. This'll be a good practice run before we get into the worst of it. Being able to use the powers of Jinma that have been sealed in cards is a secret Tsukuyomi thing. So go ahead and summon the one I just gave you. Oh yeah, speak of, here's Finn McCool. Jinma have their own attack values, yeah. When you pull from your deck, there you've got a whole new hand of Jinma cards. Okay. Using a Jinma card costs Odo. Man, the game is still louder than me. Do we have a menu? Hold on. I'm about to do something I haven't done very often. About to go into my sound mixer and turn this game down. Game is mastered. 250% is loud. All right, Tsukuyomi, you're going down to 40%. That's still too loud. You're going down to 30%. Okay, that's a reasonable volume. Okay, so it costs energy, yep. Wail on that sucker until you run out of Odo, which is energy. Whoa, incoming. If you don't do anything, you're going to take damage. So let's have the Jinma on the left take the hit for you. Just tell it to block. Yep, that's going to take a lot of the sting out of it. But what if you put the Jinma on the right to work, too? Nice. That takes all the damage down to 0. Right, let's see what the enemy's up to. They're planning something, that's for sure. Luckily, you can check and see exactly what. Just like that, knowing the enemy's next move can help you plan yours. You can't just smack them around and hope for the best. Knowing those little details is key. Deck's empty, that means you can't add any more cards to your hand. Okay, I get it. I think I get the basics of it. I say we take the left-hand path. If you've gotten all turned around, just pull up your map. Okay. Roguelike Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, hello, Wheezy. How you doing? I'm going ahead and picking right this time, though. Okay, I don't even get to choose. You open the door to find a shocking number of corpses scattered about. This is just awful. What the hell is Noriko Tomi planning? We'd better keep moving. Right. We've got to take Noriko Tomi down before there are any more casualties. So apparently the whole AI card generator thing, it remembers the choices you make, and that somehow affects the prompt it gives the AI to generate the card. Is corpses their word for art? Because you see art pieces. Hey, you know, people are art pieces. We are nature's art. Ooh, that's definitely trouble. Make sure that elite enemy doesn't get the better of you. Pikmin made art out of people, well, people parts. I didn't expect a Lovecraft reference in chat. Okay, so that's the flow of battle. Okay, we've got like a live feed over here. Well, that and Fallout 4 Pikmin's Gallery, but you have read the Lovecraft stories based on... Oh, yeah, of course. This just feels... Like, I know it's a gacha game, but it just feels like gacha. No hate if that's your thing, but... I'm not a fan of the practices. Izayoi Tsukuyomi. This place is crawling with Jinma, which explains why the organization kept such a tight leash on Solomon's ring. Right. Noriko Tomi would have used Solomon's ring to summon everything here. We'd better get it back and fast. I'd be curious to see where the roguelike elements come in. Hey, thanks for lurking. It's good to see you over here. Appreciate you. Hope you're well. I don't know what wriggle means. I'm weakened? It looks like my attack got cut. Two attacks that deal 20. But why am I not doing any damage? Okay, there we go. Gain 2 dodge. We'll eliminate it before it can do that. Defeating an enemy Jinma may register its details in the Jinmapedia. Eric Satie, the Gymnopody? The battle ends and the Jinma cards that Mutsu is holding suddenly glow brightly. Hey, Izayoi. Those are the Jinma's thoughts showing. They respond like that when you acknowledge their power. I would like everybody in chat to acknowledge my power, please. Then my thoughts can truly glow. Looks like these are the ones that awakened this time. You can only evoke one of them, though, so think it through. All right, so we have attack, defense, and balance. I'm gonna say we go for Snow Maiden because it's attack to all enemies. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. You enter a seemingly empty room, but you find your gaze drawn to the... wall. From the window to the wall, maybe, perhaps. When I turned my eyes to the wall and the gap between the dresser and the wall, only a few millimeters wide, stood a woman. The woman turns towards your allied Jinma. In that instance, the Jinma's shadow splits in two, as though its very existence had been duplicated. The next moment, the woman disappears, leaving only a chilling presence behind. Ah, okay, let's see. Who do I want to duplicate? She's just chilling. We've only got the one good defensive card, so let's duplicate that. And I got a junk card. Hey, that's an item, I bet. The flow of mana catches the messages the Zangetsu are sending each other. I don't know what that means. Zangetsu reporting, the moment we arrived at the target location, a powerful barrier appeared around the entire building. We, along with the residents, are trapped inside with a horde of manifested Jinma. Guys, let's do our best to support the Tsukuyomi. It's time to show them what we're made of. I gotta say the music is a vibe. The thing with games and stuff that use AI, though, is in the back of my mind, I'm always like, all right, what else did they use AI for? Can I trust that a human made this music? I hope they did. Corpse statement. Why is that so edgy looking? Oh, so you literally just can't use a junk card. It doesn't do anything. Do I have an explanation for what focus does? I have your concerns regarding AI moving into the game space, but that's coming from someone who spent time learning game development. Yeah, I do too. I'm not really a fan of it, so I'm kind of trying to give this game a fair shake to see in what manner it's implemented. Oh, okay, so I continue getting cards. I like this one. Normal attack, damage 1.5 times attack on full block. Don't get you wrong, AI can be a useful tool. It could probably do great predictive modeling in the medical or mechanical fields, but there are some areas it maybe shouldn't be. Right. Yeah, so this game is aiming to implement it in a very specific way, but a lot of people are not fans of it being used at all in a creative way, and I count myself among that. So at this point, we're just kind of checking it out, but it's generally not something I like to see advancing. Not in creative human fields. Was that Okami? Hello. My beloved child, Tsukuyomi. Truly, this is a great cause. Benevolence and wickedness. Light and shadow. Release and restraint. Mercy and hatred. Manifestation and concealment. the march of all things becomes an eternal record, intertwining with the laws of the heavens, engraving your path. My eyes behold all of it, bearing witness to your journey. Oh, my beloved child Tsukuyomi, thy actions within the shadowed room were as though thou didst wander into the domain of hidden truths and fragmented souls. This really needs to be faster. When thou felt the gaze from beyond, a woman's unearthly stare pierced through the veil of normalcy, and under her watchful eye, one of thy allied spirits cleaved into two. Did thy heart tremble at the sight of it? Such a division? Or did thou find resolve in the unknown? This moment, steeped in mystery, mirrors the tales of a deity who is both creator and revealer of knowledge. A figure whose wisdom illuminates the fragmented and the concealed. Sophia, as thy spirit allies split, so too does this divine force embody the principle of duality and the unveiling of hidden truths. Thus I grant thee the presence of this Jinma, whose essence is steeped in myth and whose name resonates with the revelation thou hast encountered. For the reasons above, the unique and unparalleled Jinma bestowed upon you shall be named Toth. Oh, okay, we might be at the AI part. So it gave the name. I assume the name has like a library of certain names it can draw from. And now this is the part where it generates the card. So let's see what it does. Yeah, I mean, that certainly looks like a Kaneko drawing. Except, wait. Why does it look like it's writing with a quill that's backwards? Does anybody else see that? Like, isn't this clearly the ink part? See, this is the thing. You show me something that's generated by AI, and my eyes just kind of glaze over, and I'm like, okay, cool. Your algorithms decided that was, you know, a statistically probable outcome. Thanks. I'd rather see something mediocre that a human designed. Just gonna gloss over the bird head mess. This and this look like they should be backwards. Like, I don't even know what this is. I would assume a staff, but there's no arm holding the staff. Unless it's like a fancy, what are those things that hold your book open? You know, you put your book on it and it's got like a little tab that holds the book open. But I mean, even that, the book's not resting on it. And this is the embodiment of my deeds? I can sense a power coming from it that's unlike the other cards. Yeah, Okami's always watching over us. If you stick with it, you'll get a bunch more cards that suit you perfectly. Oh, good. More backwards pens and backwards heads. The shop is open. A middle-aged man, product in hand, heads to the register and says to the cashier, "I'll be taking your life now." He places a piece of wire work on the table and then casually turns to leave. But at that moment, the wire work begins to twist and wriggle on its own. Destroy the wire work. You have a Jinba destroy the wire work.
He says to the cashier, "Got any grapes?"
It splinters into fragments that nick your skin as they fall and stop moving. The employee thanks you. Apparently this has happened before, only the last guy hadn't been so lucky. Got 1,000 mana plates. Seems most of the talk about this game and its AI-generated cards is the fact that some of them others have come across are creating images with distinctive DC or Disney likenesses. Yeah, we did discuss that earlier. Quite the interesting thing going on there. So they claim that the AI was only trained on the works of the artist that they hired. But if it's making likenesses of other stuff, how true is that claim? Smells like BS to you and a lot of other people. That's why we're checking it out today. Ooh, I don't want that. Oh, I thought if I skipped, I could choose from 4 more. You're almost too eager to hop on board the hate train, so you're trying to find good things. That's what we're here for today, is just to check it out and see what's actually on offer here. Hey, Tsukuyomi, good work. There are some really vicious enemies ahead. Want to take a break or strengthen your Jinma cards? Upgrade card. I mean, they do have that definitely not AI-generated Kubrick the Shining style carpet design. You can dig that. Yeah, a lot of this is actual designed work. Select a card to discard. Oh, we're getting rid of Spirit Core 100%. Spirit Core sounds like a genre of music. Speaking of genre of music, If y'all are not in the Discord, I released a new video on my brand new music channel. I need to get a command for that. Reacting to a very underground genre of music called maidcore. It's quite interesting. You can find that if you're in my Discord. I'll work on getting that linked on Twitch. But yeah, that was quite a ride. Well, let's see how it goes. I'm counting on your success. Cemetery Chick, you really want to play Suck Up? I haven't heard of that. A card game as controversial as the one in Final Fantasy IX? I don't know what that controversy was. Behold, you condemned me as a demon, but your countenance has become no less horrific. Oh, it's a boss. Okay. We're gonna go with weaken. Attack. It's the game where you play as a vampire and you have to gaslight AI people into letting you into their homes so you can eat them. Oh, I have heard of that. Gain 2 Cobweb. So Cobweb, the auto cost of any card that attacks this enemy increases by +1 for the rest of the battle. That's actually not good. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, though. Bearby, yeah, take your time, Micah. If you can break an enemy's actions, your Odo will be restored. So that's if we can deal 90 damage, we can break it. Wonder if anything changes if we weaken it. Still 90. Here's 85. Like 3 vulnerable next turn. I shall never escape this disgrace. Were I to bury it deep underground, it would remain untouched by rot. Amulets are passive items that always take effect. Their effects vary from boons to burdens, but they are the key to victory. We'll take Fire Starter. Probably be an angry boss spider too if someone stuck skulls all over you. You stumble upon a group of shady characters. Here and there you spot wretched-looking people, stripped of their belongings. Definitely a gambling ring. Wanna try your hand at roulette? It'll cost you mana to spin the wheel, but one lucky run's all it takes to win big. How much is it? Yeah, I've got mana plates to spare. 50% chance, I'll take those odds. You pay the entry fee and pick where you think the ball will land. Lost 1,000 mana plates, and it's your lucky day. I told you, streamer luck. Your pockets are bursting with mana. This one's shady, gentlemen. So they don't move until attacked. Hey, what's up, Boogie? Good to see you. Okay, so honestly, the gameplay part of this is really pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking the gameplay loop. Oh, right. Lose 100 mana plates each time you take damage from this enemy's attack. Defeating the enemy returns the stolen mana plates. Okay. To be fair, that guy is kind of shady for hanging out in this demon-riddled building. Ninja Dude just biking around the building looking for a fight. He's looking for things to steal. Does a lockup do? Removed from the deck until the battle ends. You know what? Honestly, recovers 10 HP though for 0 auto cost. That could be good. Hey, Boogie, pretty well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we can buy cards here. Okay. Wow, this Horned Master card is pretty cool looking. Yeah, I like the music in this too. There's a lot I do like about this. Oh, I can upgrade one as well. Let's buy Erlang Shen. I don't know if you know this, but your life has taken... Ever since you did an Ari edit, your life has taken... Oh, taken off. No, what happened, Boogie? Tell me the story. You're famous now? Are you really? I'm gonna look you up on TikTok right now. It'll be the first time I've logged into TikTok in like 2 weeks. No, it's happening. Okay, I don't know how to make sense of this app, but you're killing it. There's nothing I've been fooled. Okay, let's upgrade. Oh, 2 weakened is not bad. Let's go with the Baku Plus for the HP regeneration. And we will get rid of... Honestly, you're not going to believe this, but we're going to get rid of my AI card. I don't care for it. I mean, plus 10 Valor is okay once. All right, what birds do we have now? We have a panda. That's kind of a bird, right? Multiple random attacks. Apply 5 bleed when damaging enemy. Let's get the Izuna. All right, that's probably enough money that I spent. Child! Oh no! Wah! I lost my mommy! You can hear a child crying as they wander through a crowd. Finding their guardian would take some effort. Go looking for their guardian. See, this reduces my HP, but it increases my max HP, and now that I have an HP recovery card in the deck, I'm gonna go for this one. You push through the crowd of people and Jinma, determined to find their guardian. Oh, my mommy's over there. Thanks for bringing me to her. Helping her wears you out, but you feel like the exercise has made you stronger. Jinma and humans holding a friendly conversation. You walk in to see everyone exchanging mana and yen. You can exchange yen for the Jinma currency mana here. Can't get much done without mana while we're stuck here, right? I make bank from the handling fee. The yen's weak right now, so I'll give you lots of that in exchange for some mana. %50 chance to get an amulet? Let's do it. Come on, take as much as you want. Always grateful to have folks like you around. You hand him mana and receive stacks of money. It's as useful as scrap paper in the Hashira, but your wallet feels nice and heavy. Lost 1,000 mana plates. Oh, man. You think of what you can do with this money after you leave the Hashira. It was easy money, so you decide just to spend like a baller. Ooh, I did get one. I got an amulet. Okay, playing with fire increased the burn applied, so they stack. That was worth it. Okay, new AI card time. May this one's features all be in the proper alignment. Hope this one tries to have hands. Oh, my beloved child Tsukuyomi, thy confrontation with the writhing wire which sought to steal life from the unsuspecting was as though thou stood as a divine judge between chaos and order. In commanding thy Jinma to destroy that profane creation and receiving gratitude in return. Excuse me, that's going in the video. Thou echoed the essence of a protector who ensures the balance of fate, much like the celestial beings who weigh the hearts of mortals. When thou didst gamble thy mana in the den of fortune, thou embodied the risk-taker who challenges the wheel of destiny, knowing full well the price of thy wager. Yet it was in thy earnest search for the distressed child's guardian that thy spirit shone brightest, for thy exhaustion bore fruit in the form of restored bonds, a reminder of the sacred duty to reunite what is separated. And finally, at the market where mana and yen intertwined, thou didst partake in the currency of faith and exchange, bridging realms with thy offering. Didst thou feel thy resolve waver when faced with the many facets of mortal dealings? From the sinister to the benevolent, thus I grant thee the spirit of one who, in myth, was a guide to the departed and a keeper of balance between life and death. Let this Jinma accompany... Okay, guide to the departed, the one that's on the river... Charon? Anubis, okay. Is AI doing the long-winded text too? Yeah, see, I was thinking Charon, but Anubis also makes sense. I would assume so because I saw a little thinking thing down in the bottom left when the text was generated, and I think the AI takes what you did, generates the prompt, and this is the prompt, and then it creates the card. Okay, so we got a furry in a tracksuit. That's... okay. Is Anubis supposed to be a coyote? Message from someone. This memo contains all the intel I've gathered. I'm not sure what's useful and what's not, so I'll write everything down. I can only hope this reaches someone who can stand up against this madness. Let's restore some health. All right, now we get to go to the boss. I lend the burner. I shall bring chaos and destruction upon this land, rendering the earth scorched and barren. So next turn it'll do 70 attack and vulnerable. Let's launch a Finn McCool. That'll be a full block and deal double damage back. Oh, good. It's our buddy Anubis to the rescue. Just play Harp do. Apply 2 charm to the player. Okay. The cards, the references to ancient Egypt, the tracksuits. Are you trying to tell me there's something behind the heart of these cards? Hey, y'all, we have ads on Twitch. I'll be right back in just a moment, and we will pick up this titillating experience. Thanks for being here with me for it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do this. I give it a 70% chance I blow myself up. What happens when we get 400? Then we start at 401. Hope this helps. I find it funny that this one didn't notice me the whole time. What? What? Excuse me? Kay, why would you do this? Commercial, why? Why? Lactose intolerance. Yeah, that's why only shorter ants get shoes, because lactose intolerance. All right, y'all, thanks for waiting. I went and refilled my water, too. Let's turn this down for a second. So, my first break thoughts. So far, I'm finding the gameplay cool. The basic gameplay loop of this game, I would sit down and just play this. This would be a cool game. I'm kind of thinking... It's really not swaying me on the AI stuff. Now, apparently in interviews, Kaneko said that it was more work to train the AI than it was to do the art. I wish they had just taken that energy and give us 2 or 3 times as many cards. Get rid of the microtransactions, charge a couple bucks for the game, charge money for extra card packs, you know, but tell people exactly what they're getting up front for the money instead of just dinging them with constant transactions. Get rid of the goofy AI stuff. And so far, it seems like you've got a really solid template for a game here. I think it's an unforced error. I think they just kind of shot themselves in the foot trying to adapt all this stuff they didn't need to do when they have a pretty good functioning game here that would have appealed to fans of Kaneko as it is. This would have appealed a lot to like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona fans, I think. But we'll keep going. We'll see if anything changes as I continue on. In other words, they could have hired artists to build the art, potentially for cheaper, and had a more solid release. So artists did this art. Like what you're looking at here, this is all the work of a well-known artist named Kazuma Kaneko, who's been doing video game art since the late 80s. But let me see if I can show you my cards. Like this card right here, this is an AI generated card. So at points in the game, they have an AI that is trained on the artist's work that generates new cards infinitely. And from what I understand, they hit you with the tokens to generate cards early on. And then it takes you like 8 days to get up the currency to build a new one if you don't buy it. So they're using the AI as a literal gotcha to just keep people coming back for infinite cards. I would have said just screw the AI stuff, just get rid of it, and just give us a solid library of cards and sell card packs. You can sell an expansion pack. Once you have a game established, people will buy a DLC for a couple bucks. But a lot of people will never even touch this game because it uses generative AI at all. And that was just a totally unnecessary decision on their part when they have a solid foundation here. Okay, we're gonna use this to up our defense. Gonna gain focus. Use this to... Oh, that's not gonna apply any bleed. They have an agreement with the original artist to do this AI generation. Do they pay some sort of royalties? Yes, he's a designer on the game. So, like, this is... I don't know exactly what his split is, but this is, like, his project. So, he is behind it. He did choose to train the AI. But some of the controversy is other people in this game have gotten characters that look like Elsa and look like Supergirl with a super... like a Superman logo on the chest. So there's a lot of people speculating that it's not solely trained by the artist. There are plenty of games that use purchasable card packs. Animation Throwdown and Warhammer 40k combat cards are two that you know of for sure. Yeah, I just I don't see why it was necessary to go this way. Difficulty with AI, especially when you derive your own from another, is that the training material of the other you have no control over, right? I wonder if we can go for a kill here. The one that has the Supergirl logo also is wearing golden mask helmet that is reminiscent of Dr. Fate. I see. It's an issue with the Chinese one that came out earlier this year. The AI straight up told you it was like Chat GPT. Know that you cannot defy the laws of nature. You will soon fall yet again. Supply. Let's go for economics. The passage in front of you is covered in debris. Some Jinma must have rampaged through. You'll have to clear it first. Who, me? Tidy that up? Absolutely not. I'm off duty. If you want to pay for my services, that's another story. You summon a Jinma to help you clear away the rubble. It's backbreaking work, but... Oh, I didn't get my upgrade. It's my old buddy, the AI card in play. Gotta say you're glad Bonk survived the purge. Yeah, let's get the Horned Master. It both does defense and you can pick a card from the discard pile and return it to deck. Works for me. Doctor. Why, hello there. Rejoice, for you're in the presence of a scientific genius. I tinker with strange beings, you see. Which I sense you've got. Lend me one and I'd love to upgrade it. Did I mention that I'm a medical prodigy? You suspect that no small number of humans are mixed in with the pile of Jinma on the operating table. Put a stop to this. Huh? You dare judge my very reason for being? As if you have the qualifications for that. You get sliced by the doctor's scalpel, but manage to restrain him. Rifling through his pockets earns you some mana. Starting to worry about my health a little bit. You've got at least 500 mana on you, right? Come on, let's hear those plates jingle. Jump, you jerks. Refuse. Damn it, you ain't no fun at all. That just earned you a beating. Okay, I guess it's this one. They do have interesting enemies in this game. So the thing the artist was known for was the enemy design in Megami Tensei, Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner, Persona. I mean, he has a long and storied career and a lot of fans, and he's well known for his design. Which is where a lot of people feel like they no longer support what he's doing, because apparently he first tried to do some NFT thing that I'm not familiar with, so I'm not going to speak on it, and then obviously leaning into the Gen AI on this one. Charm kind of sucks. I don't like that. We're gonna take a little damage here. Hey, what's up, Tao? Good to see you. V, how's it going? Damn, look at that roll, V. Let's grab another Snow Maiden. I've been liking them. The weakness is good. All right, we go left. There is an Algebra 2 textbook sitting on the desk in a space that was presumably used as a bedroom. You know, I've got the exact same one. I guess they're a high schooler too. Bet they never saw this coming. Honestly, I think it's a waste to study or save money for the future. You never know what life's going to throw at you. It's good to be prepared. You sure are serious. Well, I guess there's something to be said for planning ahead, just in case. Hey, we recovered 50 HP for disagreeing with Mutsu. All right, time to, wait. This is not Okami. I thought we were gonna get a new card generated. Let's see, I've got 5,700 mana plates. Let's upgrade something. Are we gonna go empty your savings and see how many lobsters you can save from the local seafood place? Algebra-proof demons exist. Who else would design a form of math that is so diabolically complex? Let's upgrade a Snow Maiden. And in its place, we will... You know, we have not been getting a lot of use out of Erlang Shen. Maybe we get rid of that. I think we pick up a General Seto. Yeah, it's probably good. Keep it up with all these Snow Maidens and you're gonna get your own AI Elsa card. I've been waiting. The foes ahead are pretty dangerous. Take a break or upgrade your Jinma cards. What'll it be? Let's rest. We're kind of low on HP. All right, boss fight time. That should be it for this floor. Looks like this leads to the higher ones. Halt, pitiful hunters. Are you not aware of what manner of fate awaits you? How laughable. I am Balaam, one of Solomon's 72 pillars. Those with designs on Noriko Tomi's life shall be eradicated. She even summoned something like that? Like, that's a king of hell level Jinma. Be careful, Izayoi. 2100 HP is significant. I shall quell your pitiful rebellion. Hold no grudges, for I do this in accordance with Solomon's vow. All right, so it's going to do 90 attack, but let's go ahead and weaken. 67. We're going to recover HP. Now, if I can get a Finn McCool... Oh, or another Snow Maiden. We can apply another weaken. Oh, and a Finn McCool. Here we go. Now we can do a full block. Which is going to return twice the damage. Update cannot afford live lobster in this economy. Next turn is an interaction. The Jinma wants to talk on the next turn. We're gonna end turn right there because I like my hand. Behold the might of a king of hell. Let's apply 2 weaken. Nullify. Action can be canceled by dealing damage a specified number of times. Oh, we've got the perfect card for that. Oh, except we don't. We're out of cards. We're not going to be able to break it. Oh, damn it. We were 1 away. Okay, next turn it wants to talk. So we're just going to go ahead and hit it. Oh, nullify. It had 2 dodge stacks, that's why. Angry Albino Lemur doing some serious attacking. Have you made peace with death? Oh, you're kidding me. I'm out of cards again. I won't be able to block this and eat anything. I guess I might as well go for the attack. This is going to be a lot of damage. Next round it wants to talk, so we're just going to hit it. All right, we did hit a break on it, though. Does that mean we get a whole new turn? Looks like it. Okay, we got a weaken. Let's hit it with one of these. Oh, stalwart warriors. 40 right hands of Balam. Is that a summon? Ooh, this is not looking good. Let's hit it for some extra damage. And hope we can deal 91 the next time around. Boom! Forgive me, Noriko Tomi. Before you disappear, answer us this. What is Noriko Tomi's goal? So you yearn for despair? Very well then. Her aim is to facilitate the return of destruction god Arahabaki. Those who dwell here are being offered as sacrifices. Though I presume you have seen the innumerable corpses. The ritual has already begun. Arahabaki's appearance is nigh. Heh, I shall never tire of how humans look when they are concerned. Destruction god Arahabaki. Even in Japanese mythology, they are pretty vague about them, but that's a heretical god. Don't quote me on this, but they're supposed to be a collection of unruly gods. Their hatred can swallow the world. The Kinshi manual lists it as the highest possible threat. Basically, that's a god you don't want to turn your back on. As if we'd let it make an appearance in the first place. Come on, we've got a ritual to stop. So I made it to the goal. Yeah, I completed one. And we're ranking up. Okay. Blessings are ongoing effects that give you an advantage during investigations. Unlock them by increasing your Tsukuyomi rank. Oh, and I got another Okami coin for clearing lower floors. Looks like I can reach the top from here. In order to ascend, thou must offer tribute. Through the sacrifice of a Jinma's life, the barrier will be undone. What cowardly conduct. We can't let this sacrifice be in vain. Let's head up. This is Tsukuyomi's private communication hub. We'll send further updates from here. I'll be waiting for you beyond the door. Oh. Okay, so not really, how do I put this? You're not really beating the allegations because you get free whatever these are if you follow the account on Twitter. And no, I'm not going to call it X. Blessing. You can also view and unlock blessings from here. Unleashing a blessing requires seals. Some seals have been gifted to you, so let's try unleashing a blessing now. Roll once, okay. Yep, it's got all the... That concludes the explanation of blessings. Collect as many as you can to gain the upper hand in your investigations. Note, blessings are only effective for the corresponding Tsukuyomi with some exceptions. Exchanging seals requires in-app microtransactions. Just make the game like $5 on Steam, and I'll pay for it up front. Recommended Tsukuyomi pack. Oh, but look, I can't afford these. Would you like to go to the seals offers? I'm gonna, just in case this pulls up something with my information. So I can buy 160 seals for $1. So that one card that was 480 seals, yeah, that's $3. Or, you know, I could just spend $62 on a mobile game to get some more rolls. Now, these two here, the please wait for the release, these are the ones that I was invited to through Keymailer. So maybe, let me see if I can go ahead and get those real quick. There's not really a good menu here. Okay. Short intermission while I get this Keymailer thing going. And we'll play with the early access. There's my Keymailer tab. By the way, I found out earlier if you go to keymailer.com, the actual URL is keymailer.co. If you go to keymailer.com, it takes you to a landing page for a game that's launching on Steam The devs for the indie game must have bought the Keymailer.com domain and had it direct to their game. So anybody who's trying to find the Keymailer website but gets the URL a little long gets redirected to their game. Every damn game has microtransactions nowadays, even the questionable ones like this one. Immediately went from mildly amused to full of rage as soon as the money grab started, even though you were warned. Yeah. So I'm gonna claim this. Let me see if there are... what's the word? Embargoes. I don't see anything about an embargo on this. And it says I can claim this through June 23rd to June 29. Where do I go to get... I claimed it, so where's my key? Story of my life, I lose my keys every day. Okay, so here's the thing. I think even though I was pre-approved for it, when I claimed it, it put in a... Yeah, it put in a request. Why pre-approve me for a key if I'm going to hit claim, and then it's going to give me a request that I have to wait to be approved? Isn't that what pre-approved means? Am I losing my mind, or should that mean I should just be able to click claim and get my key and experience my early access content? Okay. Withdraw request. We'll keep playing this for a little bit, but I'm not coming back to this game. And I guess we don't get to see the early access stuff, which means I don't have to mark this as a sponsored stream. And yeah, I'm not beholden to any sort of requirements or anything because I'm not actually sponsored in any way. Shady game stuff. Yeah, and you know, the disappointing thing, I've said it before, this is like a solid game that would have appealed to fans of this artist. I mean, Kaneko's got fans for decades. If he just built a decent game and just charged a good value amount for the game up front and like sold DLC packs, nobody would have a problem with this game. But instead, we've got generative AI, we've got shady microtransactions and scummy stuff. It's not an honorable way to make money off of a game by creating a solid artistic product that people want to spend money on. It is a dopamine hijacker that gets probably largely children to charge money that isn't theirs so they can gamble for more virtual objects. Like, if they just built this as a regular game, I would play it, and I would probably play it on the channel. That Okami is forging some intriguing Jinma cards these days. This one in particular holds exceptional power. Hathor. Look, I've enhanced it a bit for you. Wife and you were just talking and realized it goes one level further on the rip-off-o-meter by using the Yu-Gi-Oh!-like Egyptian iconography coupled with it being a deck builder game. The deck building thing, you know, that's... there's an argument to be made there about Yu-Gi-Oh! But the thing with Egyptian iconography is Kaneko's been doing that with Megami Tensei since... when did Megami Tensei 2 come out? I want to say 1988 or 1989. Like, Shin Megami Tensei set was in it. It used a lot of Egyptian iconography, and that's what Kaneko's been known for since the late 80s, early 90s. So that's all very much in character for him. And if you play any Persona or anything like that, they've got Egyptian icons in it as well. But yeah, it's just the implementation of it that's the problem. All right, we'll do another run in the mid-levels. Mutsu, give me a Jinma card. To replace the one you just had to let go of, huh? Here, take this. So, this is where you two have been. It's a yoi. Mutsu, are you alright? Hey, Itsu, Mangetsu. Whoa, how'd you get those injuries? Shingetsu Tsukuyomi attacked us. We managed to get away by the skin of our teeth, but... they genuinely wanted to kill us. It would seem that they've thrown their lots in with Noriko Tomi. Sorry, but we can't stick with you. If you run across them, you'd better watch your backs. Just seems there are some really shady and scummy tactics being employed. I wonder if it didn't happen because Kaneko wanted to create a deck builder game based off of Shin Megami Tensei, and Atlas maybe said no, so he said, fine, I'll build my own with blackjack and hookers, but instead of blackjack and hookers, it's generative AI and scummy microtransactions. Like, if Atlas made a game like this, it might be a cult classic, but it would do well. You can just build a good game and put it on Steam for money, and people can just pay you the upfront value of the game. Things do work that way. Whatever the reason, we'd better be ready for the worst. With blackjack and hookers. Yeah, that's, Futurama. Okay, we get another AI card, everybody. Bestow upon thee a Jinma card generated from past echoes. Choose as thine heart dictates. Oh, no, we just get to choose a previous one. You know, I'll be honest, I could even be sold on the AI features of this game if it was truly trained on just the artist alone. And maybe if it wasn't 100% AI, but I don't know, maybe AI could be used for the decision making or something, but have like some human influence. I think there's a way to do it. I don't think it's an instant no-no zone, but I just, I don't get the feeling it's done very well here. We're gonna go left. Well, this is immediately bad for us. Did you miss a third AI card just now? No. We snubbed the microtransactions, so they said no more for us. They cut us off from the API. Is this like a powerful demon? Let's see. Yeah, 1100 HP. Okay. I'm gonna use one of these. One of these. One of these. How about one of these? What in the genetics lab mishap hell is that? So I believe it is a demon from the Ars Goetia, but I don't remember the name specifically, if that is the name given to it. A lot of what's in these games is very occult. So you get stuff even from the heretical sort of side of, religious iconography. This thing stops and asks to use your bathroom. Don't let it. Great manners, but it was a mess. They've got 25 different flavors of Chimera. Oh, it wants to talk next turn, does it? I guess we'll see about that. Ooh, you worms don't even deserve to be crushed beneath my feet. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is taking pretty much all of my health. To be fair, if you were better at drawing animals realistically, it'd be fun to do a challenge of blindly choosing 3 to 4 animals to mash together in one drawing. That does sound fun. This was maybe not a wise choice. Let's see if I got anything good. Ajax shield gain plus 50 assist. I don't know what that does. Activating a relic in battle consumes it. Thou hast defeated a powerful foe and accomplished a great feat. In honor of your valor, we shall grant thee a generated Jinma card once more. Choose as thine heart dictates. So this is where we can choose ones that we've encountered in the past. Oh, will include Jinma creation cards you've encountered in the past. They also include trial cards. They're weaker than your creation cards, but allow you to test a portion of their effects. We should get the card that has the Master Stroke effect. Who's with me? Any Master Stroke enjoyers in chat? Let me know. A listless, pale-faced woman walks down the hallway towards you. She almost seems to float, just like a ghost. I barely have any HP, so we're gonna not make a big deal of her. You noticed, I see. The woman whispers in your ear as you pass, but in the next moment, she vanishes into thin air. The power of our allied Jinba is rising. Could it be the unseen traces left by the ghostly woman? Or perhaps a blessing? So let's upgrade. Snow Maiden. Hey, that worked out pretty well. Okay, this is where they exchange mana and yen. Let's try to get an amulet. Why is it always thin air? How come it's not fat air? I feel like you can feel fat air when you breathe it in. Well, like, thin air is just like, oh, I don't notice that I'm in air. Okay, I got an amulet. Just got asked if you knew Amanda Bynes by a coworker in their 20s. Like, knew of, or like knew personally? We're gonna try to survive this battle on the left. I'm not sure we're gonna do it. Hey, thanks for lurking, Wheezy. Oh, sorry, Tao. Outlaws such as yourselves deserve worse than death. The hammer of justice shall strike you down. All-out attacks to all. Apply -10 Valor when damaging enemy. I don't know how the cost is X, though. We're gonna try it. Don't have a ton of money this time around. Let's get a Suiko. If you live in this building, the delivery services must have one heck of a time getting there. demon rabbit? I don't know. This is just kind of lazy design. That's not really what I expect out of this artist, you know? What is Doom Pact? Apply 3 Doom Pact to the player. Thank you for explaining. Oh, here we go. After X turns, it explodes, dealing 150 damage. Okay, so I have basically 4 turns to kill this demon rabbit. Hey, welcome back, Tao. It wants to talk next turn, but I think we're just gonna kill it. If you run into some demons, just tell them you don't have any cards. Oh yeah, let's get Baku again. That was a good one. And especially now that we need to claw back some HP. Off to bed, this was a trip. Don't know if it was a fun one, but it was a trip. Have a good one, V. Thanks for hanging with us and just checking out different games with us. I appreciate you. Hope you get some good rest. Okay, yeah, I've definitely got to rest. We definitely need HP more than an upgrade. All right, boss fight coming up. Let's see what it's all about. Ibaraki Doji with 1800. Descendants of Yorimitsu and Suna, Ridiculing you will be worth it. So it wants to do 80 damage. That's a lot. But what if I use this? What about minus 10 Valor? Does that lower? It does a little bit. And we'll swap this one over and end the turn. Plus 40 burn. Okay, we have to do 120 damage. So I think we've got to go for the break. We'll go with 60. And then 75. And recover 10 HP. And then 30. Oh, we needed to do 120 in a single attack. I see. Dude kind of seems like a beast. Pretty powerful. The burn sucks. It means we've got a timer on this even if we block all the attacks. Next turn, double. Creates a duplicate. HP and any mana plates obtained through plunder are divided in half. Ah, when the enemy's HP falls below 50, it splits into 2. That's no good. Oh, it doesn't just split into 2. Okay, there we go. Hey, where do you think you're looking? I'm over here. Okay, thanks for that. And just repeated it. Cool. Oh, we're not going to be able to stop it from escaping. Little jealous of his robe, though. Definitely take that off at least one of his corpses. Whoa! I've lost more than my arm this time. There's no winning against you. Don't think less of me, Steindosh. Okay, still hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Red is a powerful enemy. I just don't have the HP to take that on, so we're gonna do a regular enemy. Oh, I should have switched them around to kill the stronger spirit core. The threat level of the opponent has been readjusted. Eradication of the wicked shall continue. Oh, that was a bad move. Well, this is gonna hurt. Oh, I guess we should have looked at our rituals before. Hey, at a rarity, welcome in. Good to have you. Ah, these are the upgraded rewards cards. Gotcha. Oh, is it time for another AI card? It's time for another AI card. I think. Even more diverse forms of Jinma cards will be created. Ah, we get Thanatos. Oh, my beloved child Tsukuyomi, thy actions resound as echoes of a tale entwined with destiny. Thy decision to pass by the ghost-like woman, lifeless yet whispering enigmas, was as though thou heeded the silent call of inevitability, much like the unseen forces that guide mortal fates. Did her vanishing words stir unease or understanding within thee? The strengthening of thy allied Jinma thereafter speaks to an unseen power, one that mirrors the myths of the silent harbinger of transition between worlds. Furthermore, thy exchange of mana for mortal currency at the mana for yen market, amidst the harmony of humans and Jinma, reflects a delicate balance, an acknowledgement of the ephemeral nature of material wealth and the enduring essence of spiritual energy. Thus, I grant thee the presence of one who stands at the threshold of life and death, a figure whose myth embodies the inevitability of transition and the quiet strength found therein. For the reasons above, the unique and unparalleled Jinma bestowed upon you shall be named Thanatos. Discord said this game's controversial. It got you curious. Yes, so you've come at a good moment. That whole speech there, as far as I can tell, that whole speech is AI generated based on the actions we take during the game, and it's assigned us a type of card, and the actual card, including the art, is going to also be made by Gen AI. And part of the controversy is they say that their AI is trained only by the artist who created this game, but people have reported getting creations that look very much like Disney and DC and other properties. So there's a bit of speculation going around that maybe they weren't quite so honest about where their training was. Between that and really scummy kind of microtransaction stuff, that's entirely where the controversy is. So far, in my experience of the game, it's actually quite a solid game, and I would be happy to play it if not for those things. And I'm not going to be recommending it or playing it going forward after having experienced it and kind of come to a conclusion on it. It's really sad because it's kind of a cool game with some potential, but it's just not good consumer-friendly practices. Kind of like that Inzoi game, which you think had the same controversy, where they said it was trained on their own works, on their own Gen AI, and then it was actually just using Midjourney. So yeah, this image here, this is AI generated based on the prompt that it created from before. Yeah, and so this is the artist that did Megami Tensei and Shin Megami Tensei and Persona and Devil Summoner and all of these. So he's famous for his demon art, but apparently he left Atlas and then first did an NFT project and now is playing around with this with AI. So a lot of people very much unhappy with the way, the direction he's taken with his artistic talents. Creation card may bear a Jinma mark. During battles against the corresponding Jinma, that card becomes stronger. Have I gotten any AI generations that look similar to famous styles yet? You only just got home. This one, I'm not gonna lie, this one looks a little like Jack Skellington. Jack Skellington has really changed, though, for real. Okay, so Love Glutton and I are on the same page. This one obviously has some Jack Skellington inspiration. I haven't had any that have just, like, straight up copped a design from something else, but they've also been all over the place in their own right. Let me see if I can show you. Like, this is another one. This is another one I got, and it's Anubis. And it's just like a coyote furry in a tracksuit. Tracksuit Anubis. Yeah, and then there was Toph. And Toph had a pen, and I am 99% sure the pen was backwards. And he was writing with the, like, back end of the quill while the ink part of the quill was facing towards him. And then there's just, like, a random bird head in the image. Yeah, here's Toph. What is Turnabout other than Fair Play? Tsukuyomi gains more attacks as HP decreases. For every X% decrease from maximum HP, gain +1 additional attacks. That's actually quite nice. Did new one not have hands either? Anubis has hands. Yeah. I mean, you can't see the whole hand, but Anubis does have hands. All right, let's see what we've got ahead. You hear something that sounds faintly like poke, poke, poke coming from the back of the gallery. Is it an installation? With just over 10% health? Sure, let's go investigate the battle. Go view the modern piece. You steel yourself and walk in. Standing there is an impossibly tall woman. It's Hashakusama. 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 Po, 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 pon, pon, pata, pata, pon. Anybody remember that game, Patapon? Hashakusama attacks you out of sheer excitement. YOLO unless you purchase additional lives. All right, let's see. Shrink. Dealing damage with an attack, apply -10 Valor. Defense of any card that blocks this enemy's attack is reduced by 10. You ever like art so much you start fighting people in a gallery? Pull, pull, pull. Did not get relic because your inventory is full. I guess we're gonna continue the pattern of never using consumables. Guess let's get Toth. Oh, I can rest. Okay, good. I really need the HP back. Takayasha Hime has a lot of health. My lord Norikotomi, this humble one is proud to serve as your ally. So next turn, it's going to want to talk. Negate debuffs for 5 turns. Oh, I get burned after taking damage from this enemy's attack. That's no good. Let's get our 10 HP back. Your lifespan will be cut short. Ooh, that was not quite enough to break it. I wonder if this will be. No. Well, we'll block most of this attack anyway. Your lifespan will be cut short. Sounds like something people on YouTube say to avoid demonetization. I will end your subscription to life. Her lifespan was violently cut short by the pointy object. That's gonna summon in the next turn, is it? Wow, so brave to say violently out loud. Probably could have saved that card. That was actually a waste, now that I think about it. Well, let's play Thanatos. See if we can knock this one out. What? Because I didn't kill it, it became a junk card that now damages me if I don't... if I end the turn with it in my hand. Don't like that one bit. Grocery delivery, new snacks, exciting. Your lifespan will be cut short. Alright, I need to do 130. Or... you know what? Actually, I think I'm good with this. I think I'll just return this damage back. Look how he's going to unalive you. Of course I can't do anything with this card. Y'all, I don't think I make this one. 2 health. 2 health in a dream. Am I burned, though? No. Okay, the enemy has 1 dialogue. I think it's statistically impossible for me to win here. You think my lifespan might be cut short? Well, let's see. Let's see. If I use Chaos, which costs no Odo, and I get a Jinmo with at least 40 shield, my lifespan might be 1 more turn. 55 shield. Damage 2 times attack on full block. Next turn, it's going to summon. Oh, this is brutal. I'm out of cards, too, so I have to end my turn to shuffle. Wait. What is 50 assist? It doesn't explain what assist does. Deal 50 damage to all enemies each time a perfect block is performed. Well, if I'd have known that... that literally would have won me the game. If only it explained it before I used it. Wait, this might do it. Would you believe I won with 2 HP? That's right. You see, this game, the gameplay loop is fun. I enjoy this as a game. Why'd you have to go and kill it with shady practices? I could not protect that person with the sad eyes. The demon rabbits are so funny to you, I know. Your lifespan is extended. Okay, so now with 2 HP, we have a series of battles to go through. Enemy lineup is so funny to you. Armored Archangel and Kijin, who looks like the tutorial enemy for a Yakuza game. If you've ever played Shin Megami Tensei 4, that one's also very similar. You'll have, like, Baphomet, and then you'll also have, like, a guy with a metal pipe. Wait, I keep Barbatos as a junk card forever? Oh, that's it. GG, I lose. I don't think there's anything I can do about this. Because if I don't get this out of my inventory, I take 20 damage, and I only have 2 health. Yep, that's it. We done. You have died and met your end. Failed. Sure's the... Okay, blah, blah, blah. What I'm trying to see before I form my final opinions on the game is how much the freemium model comes into play. Like, if the game limits you on how much currency you can gain at a time or something like that, or if it would take you, you know, like 300 hours to get, like, what you pay for with actual money, then I'm not okay with that. But if it's like you can play this game and put a reasonable amount of time in and do everything without paying, or you can pay for a shortcut to just get a bunch of stuff. I'm not necessarily against the idea that you can just pay to unlock a bunch of stuff in a game. I mean, I don't think it's a great model. I don't think it's something to encourage. And I think there's definitely the issue that it ends up targeting, like, a lot of children and things like that. But at least it's a step above, like, you're not going to have a good time if you don't pay real money for a ton of microtransaction territory. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Okay, we got another Okami coin. Dearest child Tsukuyomi, thou hast perished before completing thy task. However, eternal rest eludes thy soul. Though these memories may fade to dust, thou will return in time to fulfill thy task. Shoulder thy destiny and take up arms once again. Return from death. All Jinma cards, mana plates, amulets, and relics earned during a given expedition are reset on completion. Creation cards you obtain may appear again in later expeditions. Keep challenging, collecting more creation cards, and crafting a strategy that's uniquely yours to conquer the game. See, I don't hate that implementation, that cards can kind of grow organically. See, there's the backward pen. I'm pretty sure that's the ink right there. And Toth is writing with the back end of the pen. Maybe it's one of those two-color pens, who knows? The Tsukuyomi of Shingetsu route has been unlocked. You can switch between routes from the bottom of the screen. Shingetsu is a Tsukuyomi who wields Jinma cards with finesse and overwhelms foes through sheer volume of plays. Team up with a different set of Jinma than Izayoi's and set out on new investigations through the Shingetsu route. You can really tell what's been drawn because that really is the old SMT and early Persona art style. Exactly. I don't know. At this point, as I'm collecting all of my closing thoughts, I'm open to thoughts and opinions from the chat. What do we think about it? I would say I have not yet hit a point in the game. Now, granted, I've only played for 2.5 hours. I've not yet hit a point in the game where I felt like I needed to spend money, or like I've not been good at the game because I haven't spent money. I think the AI thing is kitschy, and I challenged them on their assertion that it was only trained on the artist's work. I don't believe that, given the variety of styles. Like, I've never seen Kaneko draw something like furry tracksuit Anubis, you know? I don't quite believe that. I find the microtransaction model objectionable, but I don't find this to be the worst implementation of it so far that I've ever seen in a game. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably have to do some more research. I don't know if I'm gonna play the game anymore. I might need to play the game more to form an opinion, but I want to put out a video on this because a lot of people just won't even touch this game because it's got AI in it. And so part of what I wanted to find out is, you know, is the game itself worth playing? And how bad are the practices that they've put into place here? Gameplay, it looks super fun. Even if we move aside the moral discussion of AI, the use of AI drags it down because there's a lack of consistency in the cards. Yeah, and so what I was saying earlier, Kaneko said it was harder to create art to train the AI than it was to create art that was actually used in the game. I would rather they took that effort and just made more unique art for the game. And like I said, even if I think they should get rid of the microtransaction model, charge a modest, reasonable base price for the game, and then support it with thorough, well thought out, value-packed DLC and expansion packs for people who get tired of the base game and want more variety. I feel like if they had done that, this game could have taken off. I honestly think AI is such a poison pill to the average consumer. I think they killed this game before it got a chance. If they just put together a decent game at a decent price with upfront value and a value proposition that you knew what you were getting, I think people would play this game. The core gameplay is good. I was excited when I beat that boss with 2 HP. I like making choices. It feels like a good roguelike where I can play it and I can do different builds every time. So I just feel like a couple bad practices are bringing down a solid game, and that's going to be my thoughts where I'm at with it as of right now. I'll let y'all know what I'm doing with this in the future. Bunny Slaughter, how's it going? Hello, streamer. The Bunny Club is in the house. Gotta run, sorry. Bunny, thank you for the raid. You have a good one. Thank you for bringing everybody over. While Bunny runs, you all run over there and check out their page and see if you want to give them a follow, because they play a lot of indie games, a lot of roguelikes and things like that. So, you know, if you were kind of into this game, you might like a lot of what Bunny has going on over there, and they are a positive, welcoming, inclusive space. So I can definitely recommend you hang out over there and check out what Bunny is doing. As for me, I was just giving my closing thoughts on this game. I'm gonna need some time to sit with it. I do want to make a YouTube video on it. I gotta consider some more things because I want to make sure any opinion I put out is carefully considered. But I think there's a little more nuance here than people are treating it with. But at the same time, I absolutely understand the want to shut out Gen AI totally and just say, no, I'm not supporting a game that includes it because I don't want it replacing human artists. And no, I'm not supporting a game that has microtransactions because that's just a bad not consumer-friendly model. I totally get both of those things at the same time. So I just think they really tore down their best shot at what might have actually been a good game that got some adoption. Popping in late, is this game for the phone? Yes. It is on Apple and Android, as well as Steam. And it is free on Steam. It's free on all platforms, but like we just talked about, it has a microtransaction premium model. Well, all right, that was Tsukuyomi, the Divine Hunter. That's where we're going to sit with it for now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the OBS recording, and we'll wrap up and see who we're going to go raid. As usual, friends who are on Twitch, feel free to drop me a whisper on Twitch with some raid recommendations. Let me know if there's anybody new that you think we might get along with, anybody we should go visit, and I'm going to check out friends and that sort of stuff. All right. OBS is closed. Oh, look at this. Fast walking, fast text display. Consent. Hold on. I just hit the re-record button on OBS. Excuse me, consent marketing is turned on by default. Consent targeted advertisement is turned on by default. You know, as soon as I'm done playing enough of this game to form an opinion to put out a video, I'm going to be hitting this delete account button. Not that I trust that that's going to fully get rid of my data that they've harvested, but I don't know. I don't feel good about the way the whole thing is managed. So, all right. YouTube. As usual, we're going to close you off first. YouTube, thank you for being here with us. Whether you joined us live or you caught the VOD, I appreciate you. And I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Even if you didn't quite enjoy all aspects of the game, I hope you enjoyed being here together with us. Please do consider subscribing if you want to see more game content, especially indie games and demos and things like that. And keep an eye out for what else I have coming your way. YouTube, until we catch you again, please